guys, and welcome to another video, another pregnancy update. First off, I'm going to apologize for one, if you can hear the washer and dryer going. I'm not sure if you can hear that over there. And second, if you hear Bear with his bone. It's the only thing that keeps him from barking, so I'm going to let him chew on that for now. So I have a list here of things that I want to talk about so that I don't forget. As of today is, Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Wednesday, June 17th.
June 17th. I am 32 weeks and 4 days. So I turn a new week every Saturday, and today is Wednesday. So on Saturday, I will be 33 weeks, which is just insane. I'm officially going to the doctor every 2 weeks. I was trying to figure out how long I've been going for 2 weeks, but for some reason I can't remember. And then I think I have another month before I start going every single week. So I think the whole month of July I go every week. I went on the 1st and the 15th, and then I go again on the 30th. That is my next appointment. I just went a few days ago. I'm just going to list off a few things that we've done since my last update, I think. I don't know. I did my hospital registry. I did that online. They're not really taking people in right now, so I just ended up doing it online, which is super easy. I had a hard time finding it, but obviously once I found it, all I had to do was put in our insurance information and an emergency contact and all that fun stuff. I'm still trying to figure out how to do a hospital tour. My doctor said that they're only doing it virtually, so I have to find that. I wasn't able to find it when I was doing the registry, so I'm just going to go and figure that out. Another thing we did was had a 4D ultrasound, which is super exciting. We had one, I think it was May 30th or 30th, maybe the 30th, I can't remember. But we did it at Baby's First Photos, which I really recommend. They are super nice, and we had a very good experience with the staff. At least it was our baby that was causing the issues. But she still is facing my spine. So the time that we went, she was completely facing my spine. We would have had to have her flip, and it was just a lot. And I think we only have 30-minute appointments, so we didn't have enough time to sit there because she had somebody else coming in. And of course it's our fault. We're not mad at the ultrasound lady that was doing it. It's our fault. Our child was being not cooperative, but they did let us for free do a second appointment. So we went in on the 11th, which was last week, I believe, for our second appointment. Those bears though. So our first appointment, we didn't see anything, but we did get her heartbeat in a stuffed animal. And so now we have her heartbeat forever, which something positive did come out of that appointment, and we got to see that she had some hair, and we saw her spine, and everything's good, which there were still positives. We just couldn't see her face or we also purchased a video and pictures and stuff, which we didn't get anything on the first one, but we did on the second one. So the ultrasound tech recommended me drink really cold or really sweet. And our first appointment was in the morning, so she recommended us coming later in the day, around 5 o'clock. So that was when our appointment was at 5. And so we went in at 5 on the second appointment. We picked myself up an icy, so it was super cold and sweet. So I drank an icy, and she was literally moving like crazy. But they were so behind in their appointments because the person before us was having issues seeing her baby. And which we were not frustrated. We were sitting there waiting, which everything was totally fine. I wasn't frustrated or anything. I was just hoping that it wasn't she's moving and then she's gonna stop because they're taking too long. I was just worried about that happening. But she was moving, and we finally went in, and her face was in my hip, and we could still see her back. So her face was like 100% in my hip. She was facing my spine, like facing my back, and we were really scared because the person before us that couldn't see her baby, that was her second time, and she was 33 weeks and I was 32 weeks, so I was kind of scared that we wouldn't be able to see her again and get pictures and stuff. But she had me lay on my side, so she was trying to figure out different ways for me to move and see if it would kind of frustrate her pretty much into moving. And so I laid on my side, and that's usually the side that I prefer to sleep on, but she moves so much, so I always lay on the other side. But so I laid on that side during the ultrasound, and you could tell that it was like making her mad because she kept moving, and we finally got her to move her head a little bit and got her face. So we got some facial expressions, which was super funny, and we got her in the video. And Bear, come on. So we got to see her face and everything, which was super fun. We got to see her yawn, and she was moving and all that fun stuff. So second time was a charm for us. So at the doctor, my doctor was saying that my belly was measuring 2 weeks ahead, and I don't get an ultrasound until 36 weeks. So we don't know if she is actually measuring bigger and if they're going to change my due date. We don't know any of that. Stop it. He's making more noise because I'm talking. But stop. But, so we don't know if, like, I'm just measuring big or if she's measuring big. We just don't know, and we'll know at like 36 weeks when we go in for our next ultrasound. But recently, like, moving on to how I'm feeling, I have had a few Braxton Hicks contractions since my last appointment on the 1st, and I didn't know that that's what it was, but on the 1st she told me just things to look out for because I'm getting further along, and if you feel like this, you should go into the hospital, but if you feel like this, like, you're fine, and just different things just so that I can feel prepared. But she was saying, like, this is what Braxton Hicks feels like, and I have had those a few times since, but they're very off and on, maybe like once a day, and I'm figuring it's just because I'm tired, or if I walk a lot, I start to get them, and so once I sit down, they all stop and I feel fine. Another thing that has been really weird is I feel like I'm swaying a little bit, which is totally weird and will probably be, like, it sounds scary, but it's not. Like, I don't feel like I'm gonna pass out or get dizzy or anything, but sometimes I just feel like I'm swaying a little bit. And my doctor did say that it's like if I'm sitting here for too long, because I tend to sit up because it helps my back, but I am kind of squishing my belly and squishing other things. So she said that could be why. And my baby, you see his nose. So she said to kind of switch positions every once in a while, but not to do it too quickly, because that could be another reason. But I usually only get it like at the end of the day when I've been sitting down, like we eat dinner and we watch TV, and I've been sitting down for a little bit longer than usual, so I start to feel that way. So I'm wondering if it's like I'm just squishing things and it's making me go weird, if that makes any sense. Other than that, I have a hard time getting comfortable, and I've been having a hard time, like, once I'm asleep, I feel good, but I have been having a hard time getting to that point. Once I'm asleep, but like, getting comfortable, like, because my stomach is always hurting, and I feel like I'm always nauseous when I'm trying to go lay down. And I haven't really been nauseous since the first trimester, and it was only for a little bit, and it was only with, like, smells it would make me feel sick to my stomach, but now I kind of just feel sick randomly. And I've had zero energy. I have a few times a week where I feel good, like today I feel okay, but yesterday I just could not do a single thing. But I give myself those days to rest, because, you know, in short weeks, I won't be able to anymore. So if my body needs to rest, I am letting it rest, and I'm letting myself just sit there. And other than having zero energy, I have been nesting, I feel like. I feel like off and on this whole pregnancy I have been nesting pretty much. So hopefully you can't hear the washing machine. Like, it got loud all of a sudden. Anyways, I've been wanting to nest, and I still have so much to do in her room and trying to clean up the place so that it's not messy, just in case I do go into labor. Obviously, I'm like very early. I'm still 8 weeks away, and I don't want to go into labor right now, because who would? But if it does happen, I want to be prepared on the slight chance that it does, because I've done some research, and my doctor also said that I was a month early when I was born. So some articles online, and my doctor said there's a slight chance, but that it doesn't run in the family, but there's a slight chance of her also being early because I was early. So I just really want to be prepared just in case she is early. We have everything, and the house is ready to go, and we don't come back to chaos. Other than that, super exciting things. We are having our baby shower at the end of this month, and we are going to take maternity pictures this weekend. My mom is doing that, and if I remember, I do want to vlog our maternity shoot and getting ready and stuff like that. Obviously, if I remember, there's just no telling if I will. And our baby shower is going to be the last weekend of the month. So I'm super excited. 2 weekends of exciting things. And moving on to the last few things that I want to talk about is cravings. So I'm having one of my cravings right now, and it's watermelon Kool-Aid. It's probably not the best thing that I could be drinking, but the last couple weeks I have been wanting watermelon. And it's not just eating watermelon, I want watermelon flavored things. So I got this little thing. I can put pictures up and stuff because I don't want to go get everything. But it's like one of those squeeze bottles that you can just squeeze into your water, and it makes it into the flavored water. But I got the watermelon Kool-Aid one, and it literally tastes like Jolly Rancher, and it's amazing, and I love it. Probably too much sugar for me to be drinking, but that's pretty much like all I've been drinking, and then water, and that's pretty much it. So I let myself have a little bit of it every day. And then another watermelon thing is I got little popsicles, which I can also put a picture up here so that you can see which ones I like specifically. They are just the watermelon fruit popsicles, I guess. So those have been super good. I've had a few of those already. And then Cheetos, which is super random, but one day I just randomly craved Cheetos, so I've been eating Cheetos off and on. Other than that, I haven't had like huge cravings. There's sometimes just really random things. Like, I went from being obsessed with strawberries to then wanting watermelon. So I don't know what's going to come next. Like other than like random cravings like that, I don't crave random mixtures of things. Like a lot of people are like, oh, you have crazy pregnancy cravings of like pickles and putting in random things, but like I haven't had any of that. I crave things, but it's just like watermelon and Cheetos and French fries and just random things like that. So those are my cravings, just a few. And then things that I have been loving so much. The first thing are my slippers. I got my slippers from Walmart, and they were less than $10, and I got them to walk around the house because we have mostly tile. We have carpet in the bedrooms, but I'm just not in the bedrooms all day. I'm usually walking around downstairs, and the whole downstairs is tile. So like literally the bottom of my feet, not even like my ankles or my knees or anything, it's just the bottom of my feet would ache so bad. So these slippers have been helping a lot to give a little bit of padding as I'm walking around. And then Ryan got me a foot massager. Well, the next two things he's bought me. He got me the foot massager, and he bought it off of a buddy of his, brand new and everything. And it's one of those things that I didn't realize I needed until I had it. And so every like a few times a day, I'll sit down and I will have it massage like my calves and my ankles and my feet. And before this, I had been getting some cramps in my calves. And even if I just like walk around like a little bit, not even anything crazy, I would get cramps in my calves. So I would do this like throughout the day a few times, and specifically right before I go to bed. And it has been helping so much. I haven't had any crampings, I haven't had any sore legs or anything like that. So it's literally been amazing, and I never even thought about having it. The last thing he bought me is my pregnancy pillow, and I guess I just didn't realize that I needed that either until I had it, because I have been sleeping so much better lately since I had that pillow. I can post a picture of that one because he says it's a U-shaped pillow, but I feel like it's like a C-shaped pillow. But either way, whatever shape it is amazing, and I sleep so deep with that pillow. So other than that, that is my pregnancy update. I know there was a lot of updates because it's been a long time since I have done an update. My belly has been growing so quickly, and we only have 8 weeks left, which just blows my mind. I'm going to try and do as many updates as I can from this point on, because we don't have very much longer, which again is crazy. But either way, I will see you in the next video, and yeah, bye guys.